is the Chrissy Swan Show.
Let's go clicking.
Chrissy's Clickbait.
All right, Selena Gomez. She has said that she is too old for the pop star life at 32. Have a listen.
I think I might be a little too old for the pop star life anymore. But I'm genuinely so happy to just be in this new era of my life and so excited to see what's to come, because in a lot of ways it's just the beginning for me.
All right, so a couple of things here. First of all, she sat down with Saoirse Ronan. I've nailed that name now.
You just nailed that.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's that Actors on Actors series, right?
Yes.
They're pumping out a lot at the moment.
It's such a great idea.
Do they drop them all at the same time? Because I feel like over the last week
maybe.
we've talked about Paul Mescal and someone else.
They'd be crazy to drop them all at once. Surely stagger them by a day. But
Right.
maybe, who knows, in this era of binge consuming.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyway, so it's a great series, but Selena sounds very tired.
She does.
Have another listen and think that she hasn't slept for 2 days.
I think I might be a little too old for the pop star life
I mean, she
anymore.
sounds too tired for 32. And also,
I don't like that comment.
you don't like it. Why don't you like it?
I don't like people. I mean, first of all, you're 32. What a ridiculous thing to say. You're not 52. And even at 52, I think that's also a ridiculous thing to say. I think because I, from such a young age, have had such a wide range of friends in terms of their age. Like, I
Yeah.
don't like people stamping their age, being like, oh, I'm too old for this now. Oh, I'm too old to go to the club. Too old to go to music festivals. No, you're not. You're as old as you feel. Do what you want.
I agree. I know what she means, but I think there's got to be a better way to say it than I'm too old.
What do you think she means? Because, look at Katy Perry or Lady Gaga.
Just say, I don't find that pop star life fun anymore.
Okay,
for
yeah,
example.
you've had enough of it.
Because of course, character and personality and likes and wants and dislikes always are evolving. That's what makes life interesting. But my dad said once, I think this must have been when he turned 70, so that's 14 years ago. I said to him, what can you tell me? What can you tell me 35 years on,
Yeah.
And he's like, 2 things. Never sell real estate. And 2, if you ever hear if you ever say to yourself, oh, I'm too old for that, you're not.
Good advice, Major
And
Gary.
that has really changed my life because, Dad, I think his story was he was 37 and he was offered something and he's like, oh, I'm too old for that. And he looked back and he was like, 37? I was a baby. How ridiculous. So, yes, Selena, you are not too old for anything. Hey, exciting news for fans of Ed Sheeran.
Yeah.
Of which I am. I love his, bassy, heavy music stuff more than his sort of folksy ballads.
Like the pop radio stuff really does slap. Like
I
this.
love it. Love it.
Same.
Love it. And my favourite song of his is Don't. Really love that. And I've got great news for people that love that sort of era of Ed Sheeran. He is going to release more of that. He has announced a return to, and his phrase was, big pop.
Oh, good.
I'm excited.
So we're not going to get sad guitar strumming and love songs.
No more. Oh, my childhood, I broke my leg. Oh, it was very poor.
Illy cherry.
None of that.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
There's a little nonsense Harry Styles song that I'm loving at the moment. He just a stream of consciousness.
Did you say a nonsense?
Yeah, it's
Harry
nonsense. You'll know it. It goes like boiled eggs, rice, television, pedestrian crossing.
Wait, music from a sushi train?
It's just a whole lot of different words.
That
I love it.
Is not. Oh, it's great.
It's utter nonsense.
No, it's
You're
not.
listening to the Chrissy Swan Show, which is also nonsense. Let's do this.
Chrissy's Clickbait.
Kim Kardashian's got a new boyfriend.
Who is it? Don't
No
say
one's
Kanye.
allowed to know. He's a realtor, as they say. in the
Ah.
States. He's a realtor. And he's not in the public eye. How long's that going to last? How does she find the time and how can she be bothered?
Well, she does have quite a real estate profile, of houses that she's been building and renovating. So she's probably met a dude through that stuff.
She does. I like that she's got hobbies. That used to be a big question in the 90s, Jack. What are your hobbies?
Remember, I've said as a sweeping statement, that is my most hated question.
I don't have any.
What's my hobby? Drinking. Going out for dinner. Go away.
It seems Kim's hobby is freeing people from jail
Yes.
and buying real estate.
And studying to be a lawyer.
She's pretty amazing, isn't she?
She is.
I wonder who this guy is. Do you think he'll have to sign something to make him go on the show?
I don't think she'll ever bring a partner onto the show again.
No,
after
and I
Kanye.
think Kylie has made that very, very clear
Yes,
as well.
it's a smart decision.
Also, in romance news, we talked earlier about Selena Gomez, who says that she's too old to be a pop star at 32. Not too old to get engaged. She's just posted a photograph of a giant diamond.
That is a rock.
Maybe it's a cubic zirconia. Who knows? Honestly, though, who knows?
Who knows?
I don't know. How do you know?
What's your thoughts on Benny Blanco?
I don't really know anything about him. I know that there was beef between those two earlier and they've turned it around.
Yeah.
An opposites attract sort of situation.
He seems quite like a fun, quirky dude. He kind of gives me Pete Davidson energy.
He does. I think he would smell like cheese.
Do
Do you know what I mean? Or like an organic yogurt.
Yes. Yep.
I think there's that sort of thing going on there. Not my cup of tea, but Selena, go fill your boots, baby. Let's talk Jim Carrey. He's one of my favourite actors. But I like it when he's serious. He's the best when he's serious.
Yeah.
And I was sad a few years ago when he was doing the red carpet for the Sonic the Hedgehog 2, that he said, you never hear an actor say this, I've got enough, I have enough, I'm going to retire. Well, blow me down with a feather. He's been snapped at the red carpet again for Sonic 3, and here's why.
I came back to this universe because, first of all, I get to play a genius, which is a bit of a stretch. I bought a lot of stuff and I need the money, frankly.
That's got to be a gag. Just one not well delivered.
It feels, you can hear in his voice the shame.
Yeah.
The shame of it. Because in the contract would be, if you're going to do this voice, you've got to do the red carpet, you've got to answer questions. And he was, but I told everybody that I was going away. And then now he's here and he's back.
Walking down that red carpet. At his age, right, at 62, he must rock up to those premieres and just be like, oh, God, why did I say yes?
Yeah, I know, but why did he?
Why do I have to talk to 22 reporters?
But why at the second one was he financially secure and then all of a sudden he has to do Sonic the Hedgehog 3?
Maybe he's like discovered the greyhounds later in life and spent too much money punting.
I feel like there's a drug debt. Check your boosh.
What an allegation. Hey, that's us done for our Thursday. Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel are up next with their final quick draw for 2024, and I hear it's a pretty fun guess.
Goodbye, Jack. Make sure that you are fresh for our last show tomorrow.
I will, Swanee.
Now check this out.
The Chrissy Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.